Your personality determines whether people are attracted to you or shy away from you. It is the show window in which you display your character to the world, and it is the one thing which distinguishes you from all other human beings. It is your trademark by which people recognize you, and it is the thing which determines your success or failure in selling yourself through life.
What up, guys? What up? Welcome to Just the Guys podcast. I'm your host, Logic, and I got the guys with me, Darth Gimpy, Reason, CT, and Mr. Tyrone Keys. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe to Just the Guys podcast. Now, y'all know I usually start off with a song. I've been creating some songs recently, but this week I wanted to actually honor my country and start off with the national anthem. So here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled
Come off mute, guys. Come off mute.
banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
They're cheering that she finished. They're
Come
glad.
on, guys.
she finished.
Come on, guys. You gotta
I
give
am
them
ready
a hand, guys.
for the British. I invite the British to take us back over after
Can
that.
the asteroid hit the Earth already?
I have no words.
God.
I'm sorry. Like, I was going to start off this week and apologize for getting synthesis wrong to all my brothers in herd. I wanted to say I'm sorry. I am not an expert in the English language, clearly.
Nope.
You know, she's out there trying to blame that on the backup singers.
What backup
Oh, really?
singers?
Yeah,
Those women weren't singers.
She's trying to blame it on them.
They found them in the audience. They literally just grabbed, oh, you look good, come here. You're just going to sing.
That's
into
why
that mic.
you'll see the women, they motion toward her like, no, you take it away. Let everybody hear what you're doing up here.
And that woman's a professional singer?
She used to be
Yeah.
When?
many decades ago.
So if you
Are you
didn't notice,
streaming?
guys, if you didn't know,
She was a
guys,
Motown artist.
there was a new league started this week, the Women's Professional Baseball League, and that was the opening national anthem to the first professional women's baseball game. CT, man, I saw you over there laughing, cracking up. What is your immediate reaction to this national anthem and thoughts on the first professional women's baseball team?
First of all, I don't know how I didn't pass away from listening to that monstrosity. But Martha Reeves is damn near 90. She doesn't. I mean, we all eventually will get there in life where we will lose certain abilities. Some people lose the ability to walk. Some people will lose the ability to talk. And some of us may sound like we are having a stroke while we're singing. I don't want to laugh at her because she's a legendary. She's Motown, right? She's Motown. But my God, that was horrible. That was Jesus Christ. I had no idea that even occurred. Now, so I don't want to laugh too much at her because she is legendary, but she should have retired 15 years ago. That was horrible. And a person like me is going to start trolling. I'm going to download that for my ringtone. So in terms of the baseball league, I'm assuming they're overhand throwing.
I believe. I haven't looked into the league.
See,
the only
I
thing
haven't
I
looked
know
into it.
is that it's four
Yeah.
teams. It's 4 teams:
Okay.
LA, New York, Boston, I think San Francisco. So it's 4 teams in the league. They're going to play a season, condensed season, then do a playoffs. But yeah, so that's a new team.
Oh, I just looked. So they are overhand throwing it. There is no way that this league will last until the end of the season. Nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's going to watch a woman throw a 40-mile-an-hour ball. Women aren't going to watch this product. We already know women don't support women in sports. Let's be honest. And the major leagues have been on some sort of quasi decline. There's a lot of me personally, I don't like the MLB anymore because of that goddamn pitching clock. I went to a game. I had totally forgot that the MLB instituted that pitching clock. I was at a game and I swear to God, it was 40 minutes later. It was a 9th inning. I said, what in the fuck? How did it get to the 9th inning so quick? When I was a kid, you could watch a game in the last 3 hours, 4 hours. So nobody's going to want to watch this, man. We are already upset. I know I am upset with men's baseball. So I definitely don't want to watch a whole bunch of broads throwing a ball. I just don't want to watch it. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
What you got to say, Gimpy? I saw you raise your hand, man.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. That's everybody who ever had any patriotic blood fought that are now dead rolled over in their grave hearing that rendition. While I was listening to CT speak saying, some people lose this, lose that. That woman lost her mind thinking that she didn't just ruin her entire career at 90. I'm sorry. Whatever she did, I didn't know who she was, but now I know who she was. And you know what I know she was? She was the Star Spangled Banner mean lady. That's what she is. She's not going to be remembered for whatever came before that. Dude, you got to get old gracefully. Not for nothing, CT. You're not going to be old Ben or Leonard or be brave. Yeah. Even if you're still on air, you're not going to turn into that. As much as you wish you do, it's not going to happen, buddy. So, you know better. This lady should know better. The people who manage her should know better that she cannot sing and they didn't practice and these people were not on key with it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So before we go a little bit further, hold on. Let me see where we got it. Can you go ahead and play this, CT? I want you to play this because not only are we seeing women's baseball coming up, we saw Clay Travis issue a challenge to the WNBA.
Because the WNBA has right now a lot of coaches that are coming out, including in the last day or two, saying, hey, if a man identifies as a woman, he should be able to play in the WNBA. I think that is absolutely ludicrous. It's absurd. The WNBA commissioner has not spoken out in favor of Sophie Cunningham or even just in favor of basic rules. It's called the WNBA because it's the Women's Basketball Association there, right? If they are going to allow men to play, I think we should have an actual game, not NBA players against WNBA players, high school boys. Let me pick a team. I will put it on pay-per-view. We'll donate all the profits to Tunnel to Towers for wounded warriors, for the families out there that they're helping to take care of, first responders. You know Frank Siller. They do incredible work. We'll put it on pay-per-view. If the high school boys win, I will give them $10 million. If the WNBA team wins, I will give them $10 million. I think we would raise tens of millions of dollars for charity, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. If the WNBA really doesn't believe that men are that much better than women at basketball, then the champion of the WNBA should be able to beat a bunch of high school boys, Will. So far, they haven't responded. They always talk about how they want more money. This is more money for one basketball game than has ever been paid to win in the history of the sport.
So, I guess who y'all got? Who do you have winning, and what's your final score, Tyrone? Who do you have winning this game, and what's the score?
The high school boys would win probably about 260 to somewhere in the 80 range, maybe.
You think they'll score that much?
I'm thinking the high school boys are going to be a little chivalrous, a little bit.
CT.
It will wipe them out.
CT.
If you told me when I was 18 years old to play against females and I could actually play basketball and you are going to offer me and 4 other guys $10 million, you mean to tell me that's $2 million a piece? Man, I'll tomahawk dunk over my mom. I'll dunk for the free throw line over her. Over any woman for that. I'll do it over any woman. Man, them boys would beat, man, some really good boys, even some average boys. Man, if they play 12-minute quarters, 4 quarters, man, we're talking about at least a 100 point
Spread.
They're gonna win by 100 point spread. Yeah, spread. Thanks, bro. I highly doubt the females are scoring over 20 points, man. I highly doubt it. And most of those points will probably come from the foul line, making a free point, bro. They're gonna get demolished. $2 million a piece.
What's your final score? What's your final score?
Man, dude, honestly, bro, 120 to 20.
Okay. 120 to 20.
120 to 20, bro. Like it's no way, man. It's no way.
Gimpy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they have a number as big as those boys are going to trounce those girls, especially if they end up beating up on their own player, Caitlin Clark, the whole time, right? Since they're going to have the best, 4 of them are going to be picking on one of them while they're trying to beat the 5 boys. So I don't know that there's a number big enough.
So what's your final score though? What if you had to predict it, what would it be?
132 to 1.
They're gonna score a single point, a free throw.
It's that free throw that Caitlin Clark gets when the kid accidentally trips her.
And she doesn't even hit both of them. She just hits one.
No, it's just the one.
Wow. It's a reason. What's your final score, bro?
I give it like 150 to like 30. And the only reason I give it to 30 is because the guys are going to get to a point in which they're not playing anymore. They're just throwing up lobs and seeing who can dunk on each other
muted,
more.
Like quiet.
I can hear. I can hear.
Yeah.
I can hear.
So like, yeah, no, that's what's going to happen. They're going to get to a point in which it's going to be like, hey, we're throwing layups to dunk on each other. Like they're not going to even be thinking about defense anymore. It's going to be a total wash. It's going to be terrible. It's going to get to a point. It would even get to a point in which we, the fans who were watching it, would get bored watching it.
So what quarter would you leave?
I'd leave it at the half. The half, it would be like 75 to 20. And that 20 is, and I'm not trying to be like that, but it would only be 20 because maybe free throws. It's 2 completely different things, 2 completely different games. It's terrible.
I don't know if y'all don't watch soccer, do you?
No, not at all.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, of course, the World Cup just passed, and I watched my first soccer game, which was Argentina versus Egypt. And one thing I think will happen with this game, I don't know how many points the ladies would score. I think it'll be probably in the 5 or 6 range. And the reason being is because they won't even have the ball on that side of the court. Like, they won't even get past half court. And when I bring that up because the Argentina and Egypt game, Egypt could not play on offense at all, right? They got a fast break every now and then, and that's how they score. Luckily, they scored. But Argentina played on that side of the field the entire game, and I just think that would be a similar thing that would happen in that WNBA versus high school boys game. Shout out to Kung Fu CJ with the $5 super chat. Women win by 2. Who is trying to bet? So just by 2 points? I mean, I put 1,000 on that.
Okay, so
women win by 2. I put 1,000 on that.
Kung Fu, the reason I know 100% where you're coming from, Vegas would somehow find a way to make something like that happen. Vegas would be like, yo, the spread is +5 and the women would lose by like 7. Just because.
No, but he's saying the women win by 2.
So that means what? That means the guys would be -2? The guys would be -2.5? Is that how it works? I mean,
the women's win by 2 points, bro.
Yes, that means to cover the spread, right? It would be 2.5. You win by 3. I'm sorry, you win by 1.5. 1.5 covers the spread. So 2 would, sure.
I think you're complicating it.
I'm
He's saying the women will win by 2 points.
Dead air. Come on, guys.
No. I said what I had to say about the spread. He said I'm complicating it. I said,
and I just said I'd take 1,000 on that. I put 1,000. That.
Okay, it's a different sport. Can we talk about how in 2025, the women's number 1 in the world in tennis played the men's number 671 in the world in the Battle of the Sexes that took place in Dubai on the 28th of December, and she lost 6. What's that score? She lost 6-3, 6-3.
I don't even know why we're still having these. I don't know why we're still even having these debates, though. I mean, they did it with the women's soccer team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the soccer team lost to a youth boys team. Yeah.
Like bad. Like it wasn't even close. And this is the professional women's soccer team.
Yep, professional, correct. Yeah.
What's that lady name with the pink hair?
They lost 5. Yeah, they lost 5-2.
They got mollywopped
against 15-year-old boys.
Sorry. Yes, you can use the word mollywopped in its proper context in that instance. The U.S. women's soccer team was mollywopped by the boys' high school team.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, bro. All right, guys, I want to talk a little bit about what we're supposed to talk about today.
Before we do, sorry about that.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about it.
Will Saturday Night Live make a skit about Martha Reeves? Man, if they do, I mean, I don't even know if they're still. Are they in season right now? I'd piss my pants if they did that one.
Oh my God! Wait, whoa! What could be funnier than the real thing?
Man, I don't. That is a good question.
Everything would pale in comparison to that. Again, dude, not because I'm someone special. I'm nobody. I don't know Motown like the rest of these fellas.
Yeah.
And now I know this woman only for one thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like we grew up. This was not our music.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But I'm saying, I had no idea who this woman was till this week, and now everybody knows who this woman is, and it's not because she did something good at 90. Shit, at least Bernie Sanders overthrowing the country at 90.
Well, granted, I think more people saw it here than they did at the game. So, I mean, she has that going for her.
I promise.
Sadly, that's
that
not
is.
saying much.
10 years from now, 5 years from now, and of everybody that's on here, I'm probably the biggest baseball fan of everyone. I'm never going to watch one of those games. I don't think I will.
Misogynist, racist pig.
Hey, call them what you want to. I never will. And because of that, I'm still not going to know who this young lady is. So there it is.
All right, guys. I want to just actually play a couple of clips for y'all today and get you guys to react. As you can see, I'm out and about I'm actually at a quinceañera, and so I actually have to go back inside pretty soon. But I wanted to get you guys' reaction to a couple of things because today we're supposed to be talking about, the idea of, pleasing personalities. Of course, we've been going through this law of success. Does it really apply in 2026? And one of the things is particularly in the age of AI, does a good personality even matter really anymore? Especially with AI taking jobs, AI replacing everything, all this stuff going on. But before we get there, I actually want to see, what do you think of this lady?
You're a white racist pig.
I promise.
You're a white racist pig.
I wasn't even.
I think I need to lay down. Hi, my name's Micah. My interests are iced coffee, self-help podcasts, gentrification, and making worldwide problems about myself.
My name's Brennan Parker. I like small dogs and I hate genocide.
We set these two up on a blind lunch date so we can see if sparks will fly or if we'll have to send an emergency flare.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm bisexual.
Oh, congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Hillary Clinton? Hello? Were you just checking that girl out?
No.
You just checked out another woman while you're on a date with me.
No, she's not even my type.
Oh, wow. Not your type because she's ethnic.
No.
That is disgusting. I should have known. You're a white racist pig.
I promise.
You're a white racist pig.
I wasn't even.
I think I need to lay down.
I feel like it's going really well. I feel like she's definitely my type.
He didn't say much when I was yelling at him. He just kind of agreed with me, which is kind of a big turn on for me. I definitely feel a connection.
If the date goes well, or did you bring protection or anything?
Oh yeah, I brought 2 condoms just in case she wants to have sex with someone and let me watch.
Logic. I think he's frozen. At the quinceañera,
that,
whatever the hell
folks,
it is.
was
he's
awful.
doing.
I would
Yeah.
have to say that's the most awful thing I've ever seen. Tyrone, how do you feel about it?
Okay, so he's gone. I think it was a skit. It was like a skit. It wasn't really funny, but I get it.
That's retarded.
That had to be a skit.
Yeah, it was.
That was satire.
Yeah.
Excuse my German. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, there's no way this just had to be a skit. I can't say anything past that. If this was real life, then and people were really like this, I mean, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm bisexual. Like, do those people really? I digress.
No comment.
You don't have a comment, CT?
CT,
This is right up your alley. What? Oh, I'm going to steal a page out of your book. Oh, so today, where we have the white people making total asses of themselves on camera, you got nothing to say.
Because I'm disgusted about whites who make an ass of themselves on camera. That's the whole
I
point.
mean, that's fair.
Yeah, no comment.
Dude, that was horrific. Like, imagine that even that's a skit. It's making fun of what they consider modern dating. Like, I hope I'm never single again, ever. I think I won't date.
That's the only other thing I took from this, Gimpy. I'm sitting here like, if this is any kind of real, which I know for a fact it's not, I'm glad that I've been married for the length of time that I have.
Yeah,
I
right.
probably have no clue what being on the dating market would be like. Bling, I'm sure you could agree.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I have no clue what the dating market would be like today. And if it's anything like we actually see online, this is like really just wrap yourself up around the neck and step off the nearest cliff. I mean,
Yeah, women don't even
seriously.
like women don't even look the same. Like the generation behind my generation, I don't know, maybe this is how it works. Like, but women I don't even see the women in the next generation after Generation X as nearly as attractive as Gen X and the women behind them. I don't
second
get
that, sir. I second that,
the
sir.
Venus flytrap eyelashes, my girls back in my day, chicks didn't need all the makeup. But now it's like, man, they got like putty knives putting it on. You know.
I mean, that's women's own fault.
I'm gonna get to that statement, LJ. Go ahead, Gimpy.
I'm just saying, like, women chose that. That women mostly don't do that for men. They do it for themselves or for each other to compete. Name me a man that you know that's picking that crazy caked on look as a first. Like, yeah, some women look good that way, no doubt. But I prefer natural or minimal amount of makeup, right? Like, yeah, there are some women who look fantastic that way, not gonna lie, right? But at the end of the day, it's not my first choice ever. And I don't know too many men that it is. Mostly women do that for, like, it's a competition with each other.
Yeah.
Because men are not chasing that.
Competition.
Not the way that they think, not the way that the beauty industry markets it, and it's being sold to them, at least.
What's up with the nails? Have you seen some of these nails?
Now they come to a point. Now all the nails come to a point.
It's like that's not attractive.
Natural all day
type stuff.
big bad natural all day facts. I mean, and that's no matter what culture you are, race, nationality, whatever you want to call it. But about what you said, I don't know. I find that interesting. I'm like, is it that, or is it the fact that we have a culture in general today of because where we are in society and there's no more chivalry, that a lot of women don't know what femininity is, so they replace it with being girly. And being girly is all of that stuff. Being girly is if I don't know how to be soft. I don't know how to be this. I don't know how to be that. I was never taught that. But I do know that men are attracted to this. And because men are attracted to this, and we're not, but because of that, we're putting on hair and sucking your gut in with this stuff that's causing your ribs to now be disformed and nails and stuff that you're caking all over your face to make you look younger, and that's actually messing your face up. And when we take you home and remove all of that stuff, we realize that this is not what we paid for, period. You know what I mean? So is it that we don't have our parents that are teaching girls, the moms aren't teaching the girls how to be this, and the dads aren't teaching the boys how to be that, and because of that, today we have this concoction of this bullshit.
I don't know, but I see why some of these guys say, look, I want to find a wholesome woman. Some of them have success in other countries, to some degree. All right, but the problem is, the American system of indoctrination is so strong that you can have like the most wholesome girl from somewhere else. And Eddie Murphy had a joke about that in his Delirious.
What have you done for me lately,
yeah,
Eddie?
you bring her over here 6 months later, she, is over.
I just thought that all that had to do with
bitch,
what
you was naked on a zebra last week.
Oh, jeez.
That's the punchline, right?
I remember that, yeah. No, but is it just what we see on instances or situations like this? People are looking online. They're seeing this stuff online and they're saying, you know what? These are what the women are today. I tell you, I tell people a lot. What you were talking about, bling, that people look for overseas or here in the United States, the only issue is they're in these flyover states. People don't feel like hanging out in Montana to try to find somebody. They don't feel like going to North Dakota or South Dakota or the back end of some, or the back end of some place in Oklahoma on the Bible Belt or something like that. These people exist, but but everyone else is under the presupposition that all of these people that live on the coast that act a specific way are everybody in the United States or a representation of the majority of the United States.
Yeah, that is a problem. That is a problem. What say you, CT?
CT froze too?
Oh. No.
He's contemplating.
Okay.
He's contemplating.
I'm sorry. No, I mean, I don't really have a comment. I don't really have a comment about this segment right now. Yeah.
Well, I will agree with you, Reason. I'm glad I'm not in the game.
Yeah.
It's all new, and again, I guess that's kind of the way maybe it works. You age out of it at some point, maybe. But
No,
you don't think so?
Dude, look at the 40-year-olds now who are no, man. No. It's getting worse. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing per se for everyone after me, but for me, it's getting worse, man. But so we have a fun game we can play. Since none of us know what these clips actually do, we can just play one and see if we like it. So let's pick. We have one clip that's numbered 0, a clip that's numbered 4. See, I don't even know if these have to do with our show. I see the one he played, the liberal dating one, and the national anthem one. Ooh, there's something called McDonald's. Let's watch this and see what it is.
I'd like a triple cheeseburger, please.
Yeah, we don't have lunch at the moment. We're doing dishes, getting ready for breakfast.
Breakfast doesn't start until 5 a.m. It's 3:43.
Yeah, but there's only 2 people in the store, and they have to clean the whole store.
Can I get your general manager's name and phone number, and also the name of the owner of this franchise and his or her phone number?
I mean, you could try calling in the morning. The store, I can give you the store number. I'm not allowed to give out personal number.
What's the store number?
It is, give me a moment.
Okay, thank you. I'd just like you to pass along a message to your general manager. I've been conducting an investigation on this store for about 4 months now, and my attorney is letting me know that false advertising or denial of service are 2 very bad things. You advertise 24 hours, but I can't get service here at 03:45 in the morning. This is like an hour and 15 minutes before you're supposed to start breakfast.
They usually start breakfast at 3 o'clock, but we're short-staffed at this store, so. And they cut everyone's hours, so we start cleaning around.
I understand that. That's going on everywhere, even at my business. But you make sure that your general manager knows that false advertising and denial of service are 2 very, very bad things. And I'm going to be passing this along to my attorney. Okay?
No problem.
All right. Thank you.
You know what? Hold up. 2-word response. Fuck off. Get a life.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Get a
I would
life.
agree.
Jeez, he woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to do that. What loser?
Yeah.
You know, she should have told him, fuck off.
Yeah.
Now tell your lawyer about that.
Yeah. Agreed.
What is the lawyer exactly going to sue for? $5.87 for the hamburger? Is it a loss of service suit where he's going to say I'm owed $100 million because I couldn't enjoy that hamburger that you falsely advertised to me because we were short-staffed on this night? I mean, and now I have on video me harassing the cashier instead of just like saying, okay, thanks, I'll go somewhere else.
You're coming there and you are persecuting some woman that's up in the middle of the night. Okay, I love the way she was like so nonchalant about it because that probably pissed him off more. Wow, what a loser.
Tyrone, these things don't work anymore. You know, like it just doesn't work anymore in this day and age. Like that was bizarre. And you are right. Why are you up at 3 a.m. doing this? Strange, man. You can go anywhere else, man. There's so many options, man. Go to Buc-ee's. Go somewhere else, man. You know, I'm pretty sure Buc-ee's has breakfast.
You think he was high on meth?
Oh no, he didn't want the breakfast. He wanted the actual. He wanted the.
Didn't he want a cheeseburger?
He wanted a cheeseburger.
Right,
go to Buc-ee's. Get you a brisket sandwich.
I have on occasion woken up in the middle of the night and I'm hungry. You know what I do? I just take some crackers, some peanut butter, eat a few, and I go back to bed. Okay, and that's it.
You don't drive anywhere.
I don't get up and drive anywhere. And dude, people are wild, man.
Do you think he was telling the truth?
Oh yeah.
Because if the answer is yes, and Gimpy, I apologize, I muted you because of the echo. If the answer is yes, this dude has been up at 3:00 in the morning every single day or every other day, like he said, for 4 months to try to find out if this one McDonald's is falsely advertised. Who has
Yeah.
that kind of dedication? Like, that's military.
Right.
That's like,
Yeah.
hey, look.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'd never do
Pretty
that.
wild.
I would not focus on a bunch of a place or a location in which a bunch of average age workers are probably 17 years old, just to see if I can get $10
Right.
over 4
Right.
months worth of work. That's an absolute waste of time.
And,
yes,
and
LJ,
taped
HOA
it.
managers are worse.
He taped that. He videoed that, so he feels like he was really striking a blow.
Like he was doing something.
Yeah,
Right?
he was doing something. Right.
Who is his lawyer? I want in on his scam because that retainer is lovely. All he has to do is sit there and pretend like he's suing McDonald's for it.
Who are his friends? Who
Oh,
he
okay,
shows
has
this
no friends.
to?
Dude, what motherfucker is
You know.
at McDonald's at 3 a.m. and fucking has friends
If
like that?
reason, if you showed me that, it was like, check this out, man. I tried to go to McDonald's the other night, and this is what happened. I would watch that, and I would say, "Are you fucking joking? Is this a joke? Okay, are you fucking serious?" He has no friends. Ridiculous.
Any of you guys, when's the last time any of you guys got up after before 4:00 in the morning?
I get up at 4:00 in the morning.
Almost every day?
Yeah, I get up
I
between
get up at 5.
3:50 and 4:10. I've said this before in the show. I wake up automatically and I'm up for like 20 minutes and then I go back to bed. This has been going on for years.
Years. All right.
I get up at 5 every day.
Well, you don't
and walk
count,
dogs.
Bling, man. You
Now I think you know
That's
why
all
I
right.
think I do that, because I think it happened once and it's such a peaceful time of the day. It's like before the birds start chirping, like where I live, there's absolute silence. And I just kind of dig that.
Yeah.
And I think I just like fell into that mode.
that is cool. I don't know. There's something about waking up and I was talking logic about this. I'm like, there's something about waking up, going outside and just and turning around and looking at the place where you've walked out of. It might not be where you live. It might just be like a cabin that you're in, and just seeing moss grow all over your house. And you're just in nature. I mean, I just believe that that's where we're truly, I think that we have made the United States so, sad to say, perfect almost. We've built it to be so that we've lost the basics of what this earth was really supposed to be. You know, I think we've just gone too far. That's all. I don't know.
Well, what's the next mystery clip that you have, Gimpy?
Interesting.
Okay. We have a bunch named Mamdani, 2 named Mamdani, one named Stephen A. And
Your choice.
And one that's
Yeah.
the opening. I don't know. Did we
See,
watch
so
this?
so
This says
23 is the opening. We already did that one with the with
JT
our guy.
opening with the dude. The guy looks like, what's his face?
Yeah, we the one that's clip O that we open with that.
Did we play that?
Your person.
That we played.
No, not that one. This
Oh,
one.
hey, a quick reminder.
No.
All right, so this one it is because it has a guy with a mustache in it.
Oh, hey, a quick reminder. Someone out there is actually putting in way less effort than you are in making the same amount. So,
That's from the other time. That must be old.
Okay.
That's where it's
Okay.
from the last chapter or whatever.
Okay.
Copy.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
what that one's from. All right. I don't know.
Let's
don't
try
think
the
he,
Steve. Let's try the Stephen A one.
Yeah, try that
let's
one.
check
You
that
need to
out.
find me my own house.
You really are on drugs.
You need to find me an Amex card. You need to find me more clothes. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much to build. Like how you said, you're still going up. We can go up together. This doesn't have to be a you thing. It can be a we thing.
And then when I'm older and I have nothing,
nursing home,
and I need you to take care of me,
nursing home,
you can't do that.
Nursing
You're not
home.
going to do that.
2 words, Dad.
Nursing home. So you'd put your dad in a nursing home.
Nursing home. Well, what else would I do? Take care of you myself?
How about that? Or put me in your home and have 24-hour nursing assistant.
In my house?
Yeah, why not?
With my kids? And my car? And my husband? And my pool? In my guest room?
I'm just your dad.
Exactly.
The one that made it all possible.
I would love you from a distance, Dad.
Yeah,
This-
that's game over.
This
he
is
failed
interesting.
miserably.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he did.
All right, all
I'm
right.
sorry,
Who wants to
like,
go
I have
first on
nothing more to
this?
say. That's
Who wants to
failure.
go first?
Did you see that, chaotic?
That's failure.
Saw it a couple of weeks ago. Ago.
Okay.
Just Gimpy said it. This is a failure of parenting, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I kind of got the impression that this is really hitting him as his future reality with her. Okay, and I think he's a little disappointed. But he should be disappointed himself because that's a failure of parenting, big time.
Chaotic CT.
No, this is the future. Kids are. I mean, I hate to say, man, I don't hate to say anything at this point, but you know, this child is growing up in a very, very sophisticated society. She doesn't want to bear the burden of taking care of anyone because there's no concept of it. She's skated through life. She's rich. She's grown up in a rich country. She doesn't know struggle.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know, so she doesn't even have a concept of it. So I can't blame the girl for what she's saying. But, so Stephen A. Smith, man, he's rich enough to hire, aides and things of that magnitude when he gets older. And I'm pretty sure she will, obviously be a part of his life as an elderly man. But, this is, a reality for a lot of people, man. You don't really have, a lot of people move 3-4 states over. Eventually, man, people are going to be, living across the globe one day. So you're going to see a lot more of this, man, where, parents will be home alone at an elderly age.
Can I ask any one of you three if this was your child? Would you, any of you guys have kids? No. Okay.
I don't.
But if this was your child, would any of you, after this situation, just say this isn't satire and they're not creating, something to put online, would you change your will?
No, I would give her. No, I would. No, if it were me, I would embrace the changing of the guard. As I don't have any kids, but I don't. A parent should. Well, a kid, in my opinion, a parent should not expect a kid to show some.
Take care of them.
Well, yeah, reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's just different now.
No, I disagree.
Hold on. Gimpy, where you from, Gimpy?
Yeah.
New York.
Where are your parents from?
New York.
Where your great grandparents from?
My grandparents are from
Brooklyn,
Poland, and Germany.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's think about that. CT, where are your parents from?
In the sake of, I got so many people trying to dox me.
Okay,
so.
all right. I got
Put it
you.
this way, they're
Okay.
yeah.
So for those who have lineage up that's not from the United States, okay?
Yeah.
Can you truly say that reciprocity is not supposed to take place? I mean, because I'm telling you, every culture I know, whether they're coming from India here to the United States, whether they're coming from Japan to the United States, whether all of these people that I know have just had it culturally that, you know what? And I'm saying I'm Gen X. So that era have all said the exact same thing. Yeah, you know what? They have taken care of me I am now taking care of them. Now, it wasn't now my situation, I don't know if my situation is different from a lot of other people's. My mother said to me that my children are my retirement plan. I think that's absolutely and utterly, I think that's just, So my wife and I have made sure, we have made sure that, you know what, if something happens to my wife and I, you know what my daughters do? They grab a sheet of paper, they open a file, they make a phone call, they mourn. That's how it's supposed to be. We are not supposed to be a burden on our kids without doing something for us to make it easier for them if they do have to take care of us. So my mentality is when I get older, I'm sure if, like, I mean, and we're not the same, Stephen. I am not in the same situation as Stephen A. at all. The guy has tons of money, and I'm sure because of that, he's been away from his daughter for long periods of time, working and all of that good stuff. No, we have made a conscious effort to be like, look, this is how it's going to be. We're staying close. We see each other every day, even when she's been gone for a week. And by the time we get there, and both of the girls are like, you know what? If there's a room, sure. And our thought process was, we won't have Stephen A. money, possibly, but we'll make it a lot easier than our parents did for us. That's just how I look at it.
I'm sorry, I have to vastly disagree, especially because my sister took my mother in for 5 years as she slowly died. If my father needed it,
my mother
someone
did the
would have
same
taken
thing.
him in too, but he didn't need it before he passed because he died suddenly. But the fact of the matter is I come from a long lineage of people who believe that you take care of the generation that put you in the position. I hate to break it to all of you, but if you come from an upright family, my parents are dead going on 20 years now. It'll be almost in 2029. It'll be 20 years when my dad passed. In 2010, it'll be 2030. It'll be 20 years when my mom passed. And to this day, my parents are still paying dividends out to their family. To this day, their legacy is still paying it forward for their kids to benefit. And as a result, my sister took in our mother for 5 years on her own dime and took care of her while she slowly died of dementia. So I apologize, but I disagree wholeheartedly. Family is all you have in this world. Right. And if your family, dude, if your family isn't going to take care of you when you need them, then they're not worth anything. If anybody, I don't have to like you in my family. If you come to me, if one of my nieces, one of my nephews, one of their kids, one of my siblings, one of my cousins, anybody in my family of a reasonable relation comes to me and says they need a place to stay, I'll put them up. I got an extra fucking bed. Yeah, it's really that simple. Family is all you have. Yeah. What I just saw right there is a failure of family. It's a failure of parenting. It's a failure of community, because at every level that girl was failed. She was failed by her teachers. She was failed by her parents. She was failed by any community leader she interacted with. She was failed by any religious leader she interacted with. She was failed by any civic leader she interacted with. You know why? Because that woman looked, and she is a young woman. She's not a child anymore. She is an adult, his kid. And said, my family, my pool. How the fuck did you get there, girlie? Who put you through the fancy schools that put you in the rooms, that gave you the opportunities? Whose name got you through all those fucking doors? Mm-hmm. Right. I'm sorry. I come from a place, my people have lived beyond the scope of all existence to this day because we hold family above all else. That's all I got to say on that.
I got to agree.
Family comes first.
Got to agree with Gimpy. The tradition in our family has been to take care of the older people in the family. In fact, I'm making plans now because our next house, I want to make sure because my mother is deceased. But I want to make sure that my mother-in-law, we're going through this thing now where she's in Connecticut, we're here, so we're going to move to this different state, so she's got to come with us. So we want to make sure she is in a situation where she has her independence, her privacy to the extent possible. But what I always learned was that, let me put it this way, my family is very proud of the fact that there have been no nursing homes, okay? There have been no nursing homes. We take care of our people. And I'm not throwing shade on anybody else, but I can't imagine letting a family member.
Excuse me.
Just
I
go out
am
there
throwing
and-
shade. I don't want you to
I
go too
got
far.
you.
I am throwing shade when I say what I say. Anyone
I
who
got
don't
you.
own their own family, I'm just so it's clear.
I understand. Okay. But our traditions, the tradition in my family is to definitely, we see that as an obligation. In fact, we have an aunt who is no one's favorite, but we all have a contingency plan to care for her in the event that her husband passes before she does.
Can we take that into consideration? What you just said, her husband passes. So let's think about what his daughter said. His daughter said, with me and my husband and my kids. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Did we hear the same thing? So what kind of man marries that?
Yeah, but
What-
is she
what-
married? I don't know that
No,
she's
no,
married.
but that was her statement. That was her statement. She goes, when you get with me, my husband and my kids, what kind of man marries that though?
She'll find some simp to marry her. Yeah, she'll find somebody. And let me say, there is nothing so unfortunate as a woman who looks like her father.
Mm.
And she does. Stephen A is.
That's a low blow, but I approve this message.
Yeah.
She just needs a nose job.
Brought to you by the Keys Lieutenant Governor PAC for
Right.
rehabilitation.
No, but that what you were talking about, Bling and Gimpy, is what I was talking about earlier. All of these people that I've seen come from these other countries who are now here in the United States say that reciprocity transfers. There's no issues with it. There's no stuff like that. And I'm going to talk about us here specifically. Really, in the black culture, we try to kick our kids out at 18, and it's terrible. I think that's absolutely terrible.
Hold on. Be careful with we. I grew up in a house with 3 generations.
Okay, I grew up in a house with 2 generations, so I understand that. And you know what, Bling? Again, we're a little older, and I get that. So I mean, and that's why I said what you were talking about. My mother stayed with my grandmother until she passed away. I believe in that aspect. I believe that it's really weird that the United States thinks 2 parents is what's considered a nuclear family. I believe that like there's a lot of weird stuff that we have here. But my point is like for real, that should be. I don't understand why that's not normal with us. I mean,
multi-generational household.
Yeah, that should be incredibly normal.
I'll tell you why it's not normal, because it runs contrary to our economy. You're not going to sell as many houses,
but it's like, isn't the reality, to be fair? So fine, you want to talk about white bread America, fine, right? Yeah, the reality is white bread America, and that's not just white people. I'm talking about people who are whole bought into the American dream economy. That might be true, but the entire immigrant economy that comes here, it doesn't matter what background, they all are multi-generational homes, and the ultra-religious in this country. It doesn't matter what religion you are, even if you're native born, they're also massively multi-generational homes. I agree with CT. So like, let's be clear. CT is my friend, and I'm not throwing shade on my friend for telling the truth. The truth is what we saw is the future. More of the American dream economy is going to look like that. But as long as they keep bringing in hordes of immigrants, it's going to look like multi-generational. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have 2 parallel countries running at the same time, man. You're going to have one that looks like what you saw with Stephen A. Smith, and then you're going to have one that services them that's all immigrants. That's everything we're talking about. I mean, that's what they want. They want communism. They want an upper class that rules and an underclass that has equally suffered, life, that we all get minimums. You can go to my favorite is they talk about the first time you go to a free dental clinic in the Soviet Union. That's like a rite of passage. Do you know why, Chad?
Why is that?
Because there's no Novocaine in the Soviet Union. None. In the whole Soviet Union. They don't have any of it. It's not a drug that they produced.
Damn.
So everyone in the Soviet Union, the only way you got Novocaine is if you could find a private dentist, someone who isn't a public dentist. because they would try and hustle up some Novocaine somewhere. And the idea is that everybody's first visit as a kid to the public there, because they don't treat the dentist like we do. It's not the same sort of medical cyclical event that we all go through. You go because you need it.
Marathon Man.
Yeah.
You ever see that
So
movie with
you
Dustin
go
Hoffman?
and then they tell you, don't worry, this won't hurt. And then they drill your teeth.
Much.
I'm just saying, like, that's when you see Russian people who grew up in the Soviet Union, old people now, I guess, for you young folk, they all had no Novocaine having all their dental work. So the more fucked up their mouth is, just know that's like they got mouth tattoos.
That's traumatic, man.
That's terrible.
I'm just trying to give context to, like, people like, because a lot of times lately now I hear this thing where people talk about working 9 to 5, spending 30 years in a job, this and that and the other thing. It's not worth it. It's slavery. That is such a loss of context, because you know what fucking slavery is to me? 16 hours a day in the fields, growing my own crops, feeding my own animals, herding my own livestock, living off bartering. When the sun goes down, I don't got running water or electricity, so all I can do is fuck my wife or my animal. I mean, like, the reality of the time, or go to sleep. Or if I was lucky, I had enough money to buy a couple of candles that I saved for fucking holidays and shit, so we could have late dinners in the winter and whatnot.
Right.
Because up until 1900, that's what 80 to 90% of Western civilization lived like. And that they sit there today and they talk da-da-da-da-da. Motherfucker, I just went and I can lease my phone. We're at a point in history where none of us actually own our own phone, no matter, like, I mean, we do, some people do, but in general, we're all trapped in the lease cycle where you get a 3-year stint. They'll give you the nicest phone you want, but you got to fucking pay a little payment every month on top of your bill. And you're locked in for 2-3 years, and then you can get a brand new phone again. It's leasing phones. It's what they invented with cars that they figured out a way to apply to electronics. But guess what, dude? 100 years ago, which is nothing in human history, this would have seemed like black magic, and they burned me at the stake.
Sure.
So I'm sorry, folks, that they're sitting here telling me the 9 to 5, my work life. You know what? Get good at your job. If you're good enough at your job, motivated enough, you can live a life like the man up here to my side. And he gave up on the entire institution of normalcy and became his own income stream. And that's his life. And he's happy for it. Or the man below me who gave up on the prospect of working for anyone else. He was going to beat the system from within the system by becoming his own boss. You know what? I bet you if you ask him in the quiet corners, there are still people he answers to. But that's economics, man.
No, look, I really, I loved working. I loved what I did. You know, I was making money. I was paying my bills and enjoying life. I can't relate when people, you know, say that it was slavery. Or when I got tired of doing it, I did something else. As simple as that. And I'm not saying that everybody has the luxury of doing that, but hell, I feel blessed that I had the opportunities that I had in corporate America, because quite frankly, if I didn't have them, I don't think I would have been able to come out and do the things that I've done since. So hell, man, even when I was broke, I enjoyed paying my bills because it meant that I had a car, I had a roof, all right, and I had something in the refrigerator.
Can I just ask you something? Because me and you know what the truth, like all of us know the truth, but like when you look at your credit score, because it only really means one thing. It means that your word against what you borrow is honest. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the only thing it measures. It's your risk. It's your credit risk. Why? Because people don't even understand the concept. They have a little piece of plastic card in their hand. They swipe it. They think it's just a mechanical function of the economy. Right. They have no idea what they agree to every time they swipe that card. It's an unsecured loan, folks. That's why the interest rates are through the roof, because they have to give it to everybody, and everyone's a credit. That's why you have a credit score. That's why all these fucking things exist. Like the fact that everyone is so fucking stupid. is one problem. But the one thing I can say is at this point in life, I like to look and when that I have an 835 because I just got my update Thursday for my most recent score, and I have an 835 or whatever it is, whatever that. I mean, it's right at maybe 832.
Well, they're about to stop lending to you.
Yeah, right. I'm too good. I pay my bills too well.
That's how you do
That dude, that's like I cannot explain to people how insane they all sound when they talk the way they do about how life should be different. Look, you want to be free? Do CT's thing. Find your own path, but work for it. The motherfucker does 37 hours in front of a camera in a single day, and they're only 24 hours, folks. Or do what Tyrone does. He opened 900 super successful small businesses, and he manages all of them. And then he ran for all. Like, dude, commit and invest in your fucking life. If you're waiting for Uncle Sam or Chairman Mao or Vladimir Putin or whatever your pipe dream is that someone is going to hand you that fucking success, Mamdani, El Said, and all those buddies who are waiting to be champagne communists in this country will be standing on your necks because I'll be dead in the gulag.
And we have two businesses, by the way.
No, I think I'm the only
Look,
one.
man, I was just trying to let people know you were industrious.
I got you.
Hey, I'll just say it. I'm the only one that's probably still in corporate America. And I'm not burned out. My point is though, you and we were all talking about this. You guys put something in the back chat, and I said it's this satire, and I guess it goes to this, and it was about people who were showing their paychecks, and they were saying that life is hard, and they were telling what they make, and I'm sitting here like, this has got to be a joke. There's got to be a joke. These people are just, and Logic and I were talking about it. I'm like, these people are they are just incredibly undisciplined, or they just don't know how to live within their means. Seriously. And we're talking about credit scores and this and that, and golly, man, it's really, really not all that hard to do. It really isn't. When I see some of these people, this chick was talking about making $39 an hour. If you can't live off that in the majority of the United States, you have an issue.
Yeah.
You have an absolute issue.
How old was she?
She was in her late 20s.
She's
she
crazy.
was that's absolutely and utterly ridiculous. I mean,
and you're not supposed to graduate from college and be at the top of the pecking order.
No.
Okay. So you know,
dude, do you know what was your first white collar job?
The database integrity group. I was a data entry clerk. That was my first white collar.
You know what my
job.
first entry level job was? I was a process server / law clerk for 8 years. And in that 8 years, the side hustle on that came with that job, because I worked for the owner double shift, right? The lawyer whose practice it was. I lived in his buildings. I supered all his buildings because he literally owned a whole block of Uniondale Ave. It didn't start that way, but by the time I left 8-9 years later, the dude owned the whole block basically of all the and I supered them to live for free, right? But I'm just saying, man, I fucking hustled my ass off. Do you know how many times I served subpoena? Dude, one time I got chased by Rottweilers serving subpoenas, and I ran, and I fucking did one of those airborne cartoon moves where my legs came out from under me and I go whoosh up in the air and like freeze at the peak, and like everyone's watching down and bust my ass. And I did that for 8 years. I hustled my ass for that lawyer, to work for 2 years as a teacher, only to fucking then, and when I'm getting 30, to get into IT after teaching computers for 2 years. And then I spent 15 years working dude, for the 5 years that I worked at Department of Labor, I woke up every morning at 5 a.m. to be on a train platform by 5:50. I'm just saying, like,
but
don't feel bad for me. No. I am pointing out that what these motherfuckers cry about is, oh, it's so difficult. This is normal. We all suffered like this. It was always more expensive for us than it was our parents. It's going to be more expensive for you than it was for fucking us. We get it.
Right.
But this is the normal fucking trend of an empire, folks. Get educated. Stop thinking something's fucking coming to you.
Right.
Oh, dude, if I can just because that is y'all this echo. Hold on.
You
All right. If
I got to
Go
get
ahead.
a new mic.
Go ahead, Breezy.
no, I was just, and I'll be quick on that. What Gimpy just said is so that is so it. How can you not? My wife and I were sitting here like we were talking about, dude, if we were as disciplined as we are now when we first got married 20 years ago. I mean, we're sitting here like, okay, we want to save this. It's not small. In a month, we did it. We're like, yes, we're gonna do. You're looking at someone who broke his leg, was out of work for an entire year. Like all of this stuff happened, and then I came back, learned to walk, all that good stuff again. And now I'm like, you know what? Let's just take the bus for 6 months, and then we're just gonna buy a car straight out. Like the if you're just disciplined, you do it. It's really that simple. And even today, it is just so crazy today. Like how, and I'm not talking about the aspect of budgeting. You know, it's not how we're gonna spend this 100. No, we just know we're just like, no, there are so many credit cards with zero balances. I mean, like, I'm serious. You literally just create new habits and be disciplined. And it's really that simple. Pure freedom is strict discipline. That's it.
If you apply that, and this takes us back to the discussion we were having a moment ago about how women have changed. Because when I was out there, you know, not making a lot of money, and I'm not going to say I was struggling simply because I was working and my bills were paid. I didn't have a lot of disposable income at all, but I never went without a girlfriend. Okay. And when I was at my brokest, I dated this chick. She was half Vietnamese, half black. Beautiful woman, but just cool, just real cool. And she didn't, like a lot of these young girls today, I think they all expect to be with the CEO of some Fortune 500 company. This chick was just cool. Okay. And we would hang out and whatnot. We wouldn't need to spend a lot of money or whatever. Go check out a movie at a matinee, or I'll take this girl to KFC. Okay. And she was happy. I dated this, and you guys will find this funny. I dated this girl, another very cool chick, 6'2", professional volleyball player, green eyes. This chick was bad. Okay.
You like climbing trees, man.
And I didn't have a whole lot of money at all. Okay. At all. But I figured if I could make them, you know, I'd see if I can make them laugh. If she laughed, I'm like, all right, I'm in. And we would just hang out, and everything was cool.
See, you and CT have the same path. You both got to make them laugh because you're short. A.
Yeah.
B. I just want to point out we're all talking from one direction on this conversation. CT has it the other way. He hated the whole system and he burnt it down and built his own shit like that. Like, I'm sorry, like you got to give credit where credit's due. We're sitting here, we're talking one thing, but you don't have to do it our way. You can do it his way. I mean, he also decided that, and he became successful in his own right. So
if I may say, CT, when you were here in Baltimore, what I say to you, I shook your hand and I said, bro, I am, because Gimpy's 100% right. You really said, fuck all of this. That's why I'm like, dude, that's why I'm like, you guys, I respect CT a lot. Y'all don't understand.
Thank you so much, bro.
This dude, like, I mean, we've all met behind the scenes. Like, just understand that this dude is a smart cat. He works hard, and I'm telling you, this guy's visionary right here. So I'm telling you, this guy, Bling, all of these gentlemen just know that, like, these are a bunch of intellectualists right here, all in different aspects of coming from different locations and different generations and all that good stuff. So just understand that this is a group of really great people, that do what they say they're going to do. Bling said, I'm going to run for, and did. I mean, you know what I mean? So if you can get anything from these people, listen. That's all I'm saying.
Do we have one last mystery clip for the evening?
We might, because there's these Mamdani ones that we have in here, and I don't even know what those are about. So we
Is
have
anybody
3
familiar with
Mamdani ones.
Conan O'Brien's Year 2000 skit? That's going way back.
That
Okay.
is going way back.
It's funny. As
So,
that's funny as hell.
4 or 3. Why do we have one called 4 twice? He's really bad at this, man. Is he? I don't know. Is he autistic?
Let's go for the second 4.
Let's try the second.
All right. So the second 4 is.
Remove Mamdani! Hey ho! Hey ho! Zora Mamdani's got to go! Hey ho! Hey ho! Zora Mamdani's got to go!
He's supposed to be the mayor of all New Yorkers.
They need to come up with a new chant.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, understand. Bill de Blasio was the mayor of New York City. He is basically a communist walking around. Like, he literally, like, this is the guy who, and I feel like it had to be politically motivated, had a mixed, had a baby with a black woman, and then ran her around his whole political career. Is look, minorities love me. I have a mixed child, right?
Yeah. And then he separated.
Why
from her
are we
right after
shocked
he left office.
Mamdani won?
Right. Yeah.
Like the communists already ruled there.
That's true.
Eric Adams is the equivalent of a Republican winning here in Maryland.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Right.
Because all the Republicans had the schmuck, whatever his name is. I can never remember the bandana
Curtis
guy. Silva. Thank you. If he would have just gotten out of the way, everyone else would have won. Because all those Republican votes would have went to Cuomo or whatever.
Divide and conquer, bro.
You're in bad shape when you when Cuomo is your best hope. But de Blasio, his real name is Warren Wilhelm. He legally changed it to Bill de Blasio to I'm Bill.
More New York.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I talked about that a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's Connecticut, more New York.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Wasn't I might be getting this wrong, but for any Marvel fans out there, wasn't Angel in the Avengers? Wasn't his name Warren Wilhelm?
I never got into Marvel.
I think it was. It was a character called Angel. He didn't
Dude, I know you're old, but they have this thing. First of all, it's called a cell phone. And on it is the thing called Google search bar.
Look that up.
You could just look that up.
Warren Wilhelm Marvel. Angel. I think Angel.
Rodney Stewart 35 says he was an X-Men.
Angel was in X-Men. Good point, Rodney. Rodney, do you remember whether it was what his name was?
So all I get is Bill de Blasio.
Oh, hold on.
Wow.
Let me see here. What was Angel's real name? Alter ego. Don't wait for me, guys. Talk amongst yourselves.
Absolutely. Well, first things first.
By the way, I just want to give a free promotion to Samsung. This new that came out and not that I planned it. My phone died, so I had to get a new phone today. After I talked to CT on the phone today, so it's his fault. The new Samsung Fold 8 Ultra, dude, this thing is beast. I can do all my I'll never need a computer other than my Claude code that runs on one computer. This is how I'm going to do my work for the rest of my life.
I was close, guys. It was Warren Worthington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, this is Just the Guys podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We haven't done that at all. Hold on, this echo's killing me. Bam. We don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Just the Guys podcast. We have Darth Gimpy. We have CT. We have Tyrone Keys, the Soldiers in Finance. I am Reason from the Voice of Reason. We are 6:30 p.m. on Saturday evenings. So always come check us out. And what else do we have, you guys?
That's it. Oh, I'm sorry, CT. Go ahead, CT.
No, I was saying I think that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah. That is it, guys. So I'm going to go. My wife and I have gotten into this new series called the Burrows.
Yes.
You
What's
watch
it
that? Netflix?
No, but I heard of it.
Yeah. It's by the same cats that did the what was the other one?
Burrows.
With the kids in the 80s on Netflix.
Oh,
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. We're in the
Right.
second episode, and she just brought back some food.
It's called what again, Tyrone?
The Burrows. BURR something or another. The Burrows.
Like the borough of Staten Island. The five boroughs.
Gotcha.
It's pretty decent. Pretty good. So I'm gonna go.
Anyhow, folks, I don't know that anybody here has an actual ability to end the stream, so.
Well, if you would like to stay until next week, we will. We will join you then.
Yes, we'll see you back then. CT might sit here because
I gotta get up out of here, guys. But salute, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate you all, you
Have a good
guys.
night, folks.
Thank you for hanging out with us. All right, just the guys. We'll be here back next week. Later.